Hello everyone, welcome to the Gifted Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for Aquarius, and this is for the period 1st to the 15th of May. This is a general reading. Let's see what we have on the love front for Aquarius. Too many. I'm going to take this 10 of Cups, the Happy Ever After card. And I call upon my spirit guides, Swami, and my other spirit guides, and any other spirit guide of yours that want to work with me to bring accurate messages. Right, I'm looking for 3 more cards to complete the spread. That's one. So we have 5 of swords. Okay, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's your energy. Then we've got the 10. Oh, this is wonderful. We've got the 10 of Cups, the cup energy is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we've got Justice, the Devil, which is a card of Capricorn, and the Chariot, which is a card of Cancer. And sorry, we have to draw some 3 advice cards. That's a bit too many. We're looking for some advice cards for Aquarius. Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, we've got 1. We're looking for another 2. Another 2 advance cards for Aquarius. Let's see if I can get it. What's the advance for Aquarius? Thank you. Got Judgment, Justice, Judgment, and the Devil. The Knight of Swords. Oh, this is beautiful. And we've got the 4 of Staffs, which is that card of either a celebration of an engagement, celebration of a marriage, housewarming. It's a card of celebration. It's a victory card. It's a beautiful card to get in a love reading. Now then, let's see what we have. We've got the 5 of Swords. So someone is attempting to steal something of yours. That's the message here. And they're doing it in a very sly way. Either that, or on your part there's regret, and there's a lot of regret. Okay, so there you can see he's got a smug look on his face. And you can see the other fact, he's got his head in his hands. And there's a lot of ego attached to this card, so it looks as if there's a lot of regret here. Then you've got the 10 of Cups, which is the happy card. Completion. That's a happy family. The children are playing. It's good prospects, especially when it comes to relationships. It's an emotional card. It's a great card to pull. And then we've got someone coming in steady, the Knight of Cups. His energy. He's a very amorous knight. Don't be too dogmatic about the age, but he's coming in there, and he's an emotional knight, young chap. As I say, he's an amorous knight. He's coming in and he's offering you a vessel. He's offering you something. He's offering you a cup. Then on your partner's side we have Justice. Okay, so justice will be served. Now This could be as a result of perhaps someone owes you an apology, or you owe someone an apology. And that apology is going to come. You can see the scales are balanced. Okay, so look out for it. You're going to get an apology, a treaty of sorts. Yeah, because as I say, this is a counselor. This could be a counselor. This could be an advisor. You know, he could be a lawyer, and he serves justice. So he's a law-abiding citizen, no doubt about it. Then we've got the card of Capricorn, the Devil, which speaks of codependency. So in your other person's side, Aquarius, we've got codependencies. Now, this could be in the form of codependencies such as overeating. It could even be overeating, believe it or not. Overeating, drinking, it could be alcoholism, it could be drugs, it could be sickness, it could be a codependency to have you in their life, or a codependency about sexuality but not about love. That's all these things that can tie one in to that bondage card. And here we got the Chariot. So I feel that your partner, Aquarius, is working on something. I think it definitely has to do with your relationship, and it's definitely to do with the Four of Staffs. You know, you've got that happiness card there. He's got his sights firmly set on the goal, but he has to get there, and he can't get there by rushing. He's got to go ahead in a systematic manner. Those two horses can't pull that chariot unless they're in sync. So if the one horse is pulling left and the other one's pulling right, you're not getting to the end goal. Okay, so steady does it. That's the message here. He needs to have his sights on the goal, and he'll get there, but it can't be rushed, and it can't be in your time either. It's all up and according to the universe. It's in God's time. Now, on the advice cards, you've got the Eight of Swords. So that's your energy. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're feeling trapped. You feel quite vulnerable, trapped, nowhere to go, don't know where to go, don't know what to do. It's because it's self-entrapment. It's a feeling of isolation. That's what it is. You feel isolated. You feel, I'm trapped. I can't get out of this. I want to get out of this. I don't know which way to turn. But you need to go within. You need to meditate. You need to call on your spirit guides. It's a card of judgment. Okay. Right. It's a spiritual awakening. The trumpet's been blown. The people need to wake up. You need to see what's around you. You can either lay there in the coffin, or you can wake up. The trumpet has sounded, and we've got enlightenment. We've got that awakening, that epiphany. And the Knight of Swords. This is a young chap. The age differs. It could be 30, 40. He's coming in, and he's giving a message. And the message is going to be given to your Aquarius person. He's coming in there fast, and it's a very quick energy. It's an infectious energy. He's coming in and he's going right out. He's got a job to do, and he's going to fulfill that job. So your other half can expect a message. Maybe that's an urgent message to do with, it could be to do with business, it could be to do with travel, it could be to do with this, the Four of Staffs. Now, I'm going to pull some clarifying cards, and let's see what we have for this, the Five of Swords. Got the Page of Wands. It's a young energy. It's a creative energy. It's a young person. This youngster is very talkative. He's very creative, very talkative, and he's intelligent. Okay, so you're going to be seeing there's that energy around you. Got the Two of Wands, which speaks of a joint venture, an enterprise. Okay, it's going to be taken on. This could be with your partner. if it's to do with property, it's going to be a very good venture. Okay. And the advice here is, if you have a white collar job, keep your job, plow the money in that you're both making, and even if you want to, if you've got something on the side, carry on working and put money into that project, because it'll stand you in better stead. And how's this? We've got double confirmation of the Chariot. So there it is. It's a Chariot card. Keep your sights on the goal. Just a word of warning that your other person, it looks as if they're going to have car troubles, or otherwise they've decided to purchase a new car. Okay. And or if it's not that, it could also be something in the home. It could be something in the home that's going to not work. You may have to call out the handyman or the electrician or the plumber. But that's a confirmation of your goals that are in sight and that cannot be rushed. Right, let's see if we get more clarity. Right, we've got the King of Cups. What's the King of Cups doing here? He's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Kind-hearted person. In fact, he's not too kind-hearted. I wouldn't say he's too kind-hearted. He's got a gentle spirit, is what I'm trying to say. He's an emotional being. Okay? He's a canny businessman, but very lazy. Okay? So, you may have dealings with this person. So if you join that venture, watch out for this King of Cups. Because as I say, he's a good businessman, but he doesn't want to work. He's a lazy chap. Sorry, I've just got a whole lot of cards that have fallen down. Right then, let's see what we have here. I'm not going to use this. If the cards are meant to come out, they'll come out, irrespective. And I'm of that opinion. Right. What do we have for Aquarius? What can we... oh dear. Okay, so it's Three of Swords. And it's connected to this card of bondage. It's connected to the Eight of Swords. This is the Three of Swords. This is your energy, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's heartbreak somehow. Yeah, it's heartbreak, and it's a word of, it's a warning. There's something that's it's not a happy card. Okay, so is this something you're dealing with in the mind, or is this something you're dealing with in the 3D, or is it the 5D? What is it? Okay, it's just a word of warning. Look after your health. Okay, because it could spell cholesterol problems or something. On that note, yeah, just pay attention. Wow, this is amazing. You have to see this to believe it. It's a good card. It's the Eight of Wands. So we got fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It speaks of an expansion. Okay, there's going to be an expansion. There's going to be travel involved, and it's to do with either your work or your partner's work. Where you're going to, you're going to see new places, new people. Your lots, it's evolving. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, there's lots of energy here, Aquarius. Let me get these right. Can we have clarity on the Devil card? What's this Devil energy here? What's this codependency? Do you want to come out? Take rest. Rest and rejuvenate. Looks like your partner's been in a battle. He's come back from a battle. The prodigal son returns. That's the idea here. And he needs rest and rejuvenation. And the message is take time out to rest, because if you don't, he's going to burn out, or she's going to burn out. That's the message here. go within and meditate. As I said to you, meditation. I'm going to draw one more card here. Spread. Can we get clarity? Can we get clarity on any card that I've drawn here? Any card that... Thank you. It's a bit of sadness. Look, there's a bit of sadness here. Okay. On the reverse of on the flip of the deck, we've got the Two of Swords. So someone's fencing. Okay. Someone's at war and someone's fencing. Okay. Now we've got the Five of Cups. It speaks of unhappiness. There's unhappiness somewhere. Somewhere in this relationship, there's unhappiness. And I kid you not. You've got the Three of Swords and you've got the Five of Swords. There's something missing here. And there's unhappiness. Please, I need to warn you to just watch your health. Okay? There's rest needed. Take time out. Meditate. Look after your health. Because, you know, this is either a cholesterol problem, or it's a heart problem, or it's some problem you need to take care of. And you're also feeling very stressed at this time. Yeah, you feel betwixt and between. What can I say? You know, you don't know which way to go. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull some advice cards from the Archangel Tarot deck. And this is message from Spirit. It's the Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. Well, that's beautiful. And that may be related to the Four of Staffs, which is the overall energy. So I'll leave that one there. Do we have another card for Aquarius? For advice, overall energy. Thank you. Divine guidance. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. So pay attention. Again, go within. Start meditating. Because the answers are no doubt in yourself. They are there. You've just got to draw them out. That's all it takes. You know, you've got to get this resolved together. You've got to start putting perspective on these things, or they can, you know, it's going to lead to exhaustion. It's going to lead to health problems. I'm going to draw a last card from the Akashic Tarot deck, and that card's come out. I'm just trying to find it. So, what is the message for Aquarius? It's One of Keys. It's architecture. So let me just get my book and I'll read you what the One of Keys has to say as an overall energy. The One of Keys, right, 190. Okay. We're there. That's the One of Keys. Okay. The Architect. A man and woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansion project. Now, didn't I mention that there's going to be expansion? Where's the expansion card? Yeah. I said there's going to be expansion. Okay. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, plans, and palaces. As a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovation or decorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step in the position of your power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skill perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of the situation and take charge. And you need to do that, Aquarius. You need to take charge of the situation. You know, you've got all the help at your disposal. And as I say, you know, the answers are within you. So please take heed. Aquarius, that's all I have for you at this time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you found the reading if it resonated with you. And I'll welcome your comments, you know, good or bad, they're welcomed. Thanks for being here, and I'll pick you up in the next video.